And Ladry, I'm not sure if I'm following exactly. When you're using a word processor, yeah, and I can find you got, well, what I'll do, I'll find and paste where you guys can see it. Industry standard screenplay format is so simple once you follow it a couple of times. Microsoft Word works. I use it a lot myself. When writing, don't edit as you go. It's more important to get the ideas down. If you edit as you go, you'll never finish. And another thing that people do when they're starting out, they overwhelm themselves. Limit yourselves to 5 pages of screenplay per session. Now, if you're going to do 3 sessions in a day, I highly recommend that you get a life, because you really should be having some fun too. Wow, we're ripping through this. See, I take notes on everything. Let's see. We can talk a little filmmaking today. What do you guys have? What's your biggest issue when you're making a film? Yeah, Ladry, you're going to get through that. I expect to see, screenplay by, and like screenplays written by in this long list and awards. Not storyboarding. I'm probably the worst person to ask about that. I do my storyboarding in the margins of my script using stick figures. Actors and
I storyboard.
Actors and crew. That's another tough one when you're starting out. And you gotta have a couple that you trust. You gotta have a couple that can kick your rear end and you don't get mad about it. You gotta have a couple. Yeah, you gotta find. I find a lot of people on Craigslist. The problem with Craigslist is 1 out of 3 will be a complete loony. Okay, have you guys ever heard the story about the guy that sent me the naked pictures?
What?
Yeah. Look at me. Do I look like I need to see men's naked pictures? Anyway, I was running an ad for a casting session, and a man sent me pictures, and it started out, he was laid out, sprawled out on a bearskin rug with a cat in his lap. I told him we're not making that kind of film. And then he sent me ones, and then he was wearing like fishnet stockings. Still had the cat. This went on for about a month, and he eventually sent me pictures of him in a tuxedo. So, yeah, it was well. At least Rocky Horror Picture Show was funny. Yeah, you guys also know to expect the unexpected. I haven't done anything yet that we haven't had, stuff you had to overcome. You'll learn how to think quick on your feet. You'll learn how to, and it just takes time. And most of you guys have plenty of time. I think Gray and I are probably the oldest ones here today. And, based on what I've seen of Gray, he's probably 30-ish. I'm near Social Security age. Unless, wait, is Sky Carl around? I don't want him mad at me. No, Sky Carl's awesome. Some things about how we're going to, like I said, I'm going to bring you guys some guests from time to time, and I'm going to have more centralized topics, and you'll see that, and you'll know what's going on. And 30-ish, and we'll just play it by there. Also, if you have to rewind this, rewind it. And my email address is biddleproductions, and that's all one word, at comcast.net. I love talking to you guys by the Indie Mogul mail, but I fill that up like twice a day, and it's really, really, really hard. Yeah, there you go. It's really hard to keep that empty, and then I miss a lot of stuff. So you can contact me that way anytime. You can also contact me through the various websites, and Vaughn. Vaughn's been awesome. You guys, let's see. Anybody here know anything about agents? What to look for? And we're going to talk about this from time to time. Any good books for screenwriting that inspire me? The Hero's Journey. If you read the Hero's Journey, that you read that and then watch a movie, you'll just be like, oh, it's to the point now where nobody wants to watch a film with me because I figure out the film in 5 minutes.
Well, what's a good idea? A good idea is to get a script off the internet.
Exactly.
And then rent the movie, or if you own the movie, and try and match up on the script to the movie and see if it makes sense.
Yeah. And you'll also find out when they did their changes and their boo-boos. It's pretty fun to do that. Also, Gray, Story. It's just S-T-O-R-Y by Robert McKee, and I believe it's M-C-K-E-E. Okay? Ugh. Freaky. Technical glitch. Computer went to sleep. See, some people love Sid Field. I don't. Oh, the Screenwriter's Bible. The Screenwriter's Bible by Dave Trottier. Trottier. Don't buy it. It's in every library and almost every, wherever there's a library, they'll have this book, and it's the Screenwriter's Bible. And guess what? You get it from the library, you take $3 or $4 and you copy some of the important pages in the back. What do I think of Sid Field? Publicly, I'm not a fan. Ask me privately. It's better, because I'm sure some, I mean, I'm not that I'm that big on myself where I think that, yeah. Me and Mr. Field don't see eye to eye. Other than the slow moments and where I'm like, oh. You guys enjoying this? Because actually I think it's been pretty cool so far. Any questions on developing characters? Let's see. Yeah, I'm trying not to do it their way, and I'm pretty sure that they have a better format. I had a week to prepare. Hello, Case Man. Let's see. Just remember when you come up with your story. Okay. Another important thing: the log line, and we're going to cover this later too. Logline, L-O-G space L-I-N-E. Okay, anybody have a copy of TV Guide? Look at the TV Guide and look under movies. That little blurb that tells what the movie's about, that's called the logline. Your logline means to be 20 words or less, 3 sentences or less. If you're doing a really good one, if you get it under 10 words in 1 sentence, then it makes a lot of sense. Here's logline for Ho-Ho. Santa, with the help of 2 twisted elves, go on a spree to rid the world of malcontents. It's real simple. Is it important to know your logline? Yes, it is. It's important to believe in your logline. And here's where it gets weird. You can change your logline if it better fits your story. I know, it's a little bit on the deep side. Loglines are how you sell a screenplay 90% of the time. Now, Gray, let's see. For yours would be a psychic. Shares about his day, shares about situations he's in. I'm trying to wing it right here, and it's hard right off the top of my head. The log line should be one of the earliest parts of your screenplay, because it'll always bring you back to your story. And they're fun. Let's see. What else can we talk about? I'm trying to judge the time so we can do this in the hour.